Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2025 10th Annual International Overdose Awareness Day, being hosted by Hamilton Township here at Veterans Park. Good evening, everyone. I'm Bill Redner, and along with Breanne O'Neill, we'll have all the live video stream coverage of this great solemn event, which recognizes the community and the people who have suffered and the people who have recovered in this community. The 2025 International Overdose Awareness Day event, the 10th annual one, and probably the 10th annual one we have video streamed live here on WBCB, and it is such an honor to do so. This event is being brought to you as a public service to the community in partnership with the Hamilton Township Education Association. Your teachers here in Hamilton Township are proud of our community and proud of our students. By Kessel Dermatology, voted #1 in the area by the Trentonians Voter Awards, which came out today. Kessel Dermatology. By Capital Health, Minds Advancing Minds, your community partners in great health. Capital Health. By Haldeman Ford on Route 33 in Hamilton Township, celebrating 50 years of serving the community. Haldeman Ford. Today's event is also brought to you by your Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, always proud to lend a hand and support the community, and by the Trentonian, proud to provide coverage to Mercer County residents for well over a half century and still printing 7 days a week. It is the Trentonian. Joining me here before we start our ceremony this evening on WBCB, I'd like to introduce to you a group called Trenton Saves, which is run by Stacy and Shelley Ross and Ashley DuBois. And ladies, first off, thank you so much for joining us here this evening on this beautiful evening at Veterans Park. And it's an anniversary, the 10th annual Overdose Awareness Night. And what does that mean to you folks?
Hi, everyone. Stacy Ross with Recovery Advocates. So for me, in doing this work, I've been doing it almost 9 years, almost 10 years. And I can tell you it's a bittersweet moment because so many of the people that I love and the families that I've helped, we've lost tons of people. And, I love this event because it gives us a chance, #1, to see all the resources we have in Mercer County and the surrounding area, as well as being able to give resources so we don't have to lose any more people.
And Trenton Saves, I think you lead the way to long-term recovery. And you folks, and Shelley, you folks were explaining to us before we came on the air exactly what you folks provide for Trenton residents. And I just was overwhelmed and think it's amazing. And if you can tell our audience who are watching here this evening, some of the things Trenton Saves does.
Okay, so I can explain it better, the program. So I just wanted to add that this is the program. We also have our bilingual specialist, which is Makia Del Val, and we also have Trina Nixon, who is also on the team. She could not be here tonight. But what we do is we offer services through the city of Trenton and the Trenton Police Department. We give recovery support. We go right down to the hot spots in the city and help people that are dealing with being unhoused, mental health, substance use disorder, because all of us, we've all been in some form of substance use and addiction, and I've been homeless on the streets, and I've ran in the city of Trenton, and I've overdosed and all of those things. So, coming up on I just celebrated a decade of recovery in April. So we go out there right in our mobile unit we have a police officer that comes with us. Lieutenant Durlacher also oversees the program, and Shelley offers wound care because what's in the supply of drugs now. Everything is loaded with xylazine, fentanyl. It's got all chemicals in there, and it causes nasty wounds in the skin. So we have she's a retired nurse. She still has her RN, so she takes care of the wounds. Ashley, you can say a little more if you want about the wounds. I don't need to. I just want to explain the program.
Sure. As Stacy was stating, with the xylazine being in the drugs, these individuals, no matter how they take the drugs, this additive causes their skin to break down and causes pretty serious wounds. Sometimes, they're unwilling or have a fear of medical help. So when we go out there, I see all different kinds, all different stages of the wounds. So with my nursing background of 30 years in the city of Trenton as a visiting nurse for 16, I'm able to develop a rapport with them, and they trust me, so they allow me to help them with their wounds. And I perform wound care on them. I clean them, I dress them, and then I will, suggest to them that they do go get the medical attention that they need. So I think it's very beneficial. We've seen success with this, about 8 cases at this point. We started this in February of 2025. We have seen positive results with them healing these wounds without losing a limb. So that's very beneficial to the community and takes some pressure off the medical system.
And I understand, and to let the folks know that all your services are free.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
you're all volunteers. You go out into the city to help these people, and I think that is so commendable.
So we are paid through the funding that we receive for this program. So we aren't volunteers. We do volunteer for a lot of stuff, but we do.
You volunteer, trust me, what you folks are doing.
We do. So, and all our services are free, and we've been doing this program. We're coming in our 3rd year of the program, and we've built trust with them. And I'm like the mom on the streets, and we have clothing, and a lot of relationships are built over. We'll hand out a couple cigarettes here and there. I mean, it's a form of harm reduction. So, and Ashley, you get our clothes and everything together.
Yes. So I get donations from the community, and I put together care packages to bring out to them on the streets.
And I imagine, it's hot now in August, but come February and March and January, that's a very needed item, and that's life-saving items.
Yes.
Right. So.
Along with blankets and coats. We collect those in the winter months and give them out.
Now, you also have some events coming up you were telling me about.
Yes. So Recovery Advocates of America, we're a 501c3 nonprofit. So we do have a walk coming up in Mercer County Park, September 20th. Registration starts at 8 a.m. We're right in the West Picnic area, September 20th. If you need to reach out to us, will you put our phone number? You could reach out at 888-360-7788, or you can come see us on our website, www.recoveryadvocates.org.
Repeat that again.
www.recoveryadvocates.org.
Okay, folks, thank you so much for being a part of our community. Thank you for helping to save lives. And God bless the 3 of you. And again, it's Trenton Saves. Folks, if you have some extra coats, you have some extra canned goods, anything, give it to these ladies, because it could help save a life. It could help somebody on back to the road to recovery. It could help somebody become a leader in our community. The name of the group, Trenton Saves. Please, one more time, the website.
So we're Recovery Advocates of America, and Trenton Saves is the program. The website is www.recoveryadvocates.org.
Ladies, thank you so much.
Thank
God
you.
bless the 3 of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yep, and we'll be back with some more interviews before we start our video streaming of this 10th annual Mercer, International Overdose Awareness event right after these words.
Hi, I'm Errol Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Your vehicle is in good hands at Haldeman Collision, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They do it all at Haldeman Collision. Minor dents and dings, bumpers, windshields, major body, and frame damage. Free estimates, 24-hour towing, most insurance accepted, and loaners available. Haldeman Collision works with all makes and models. They'll go out of their way to getting your car back in brand new condition. Haldeman Collision, conveniently located 20 minutes from Langhorne, Princeton, and Ewing on Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Hi, I'm Errol Reese. Kessel Dermatology has a highly rated and award-winning dermatology team with over 130 years of collective clinical experience. They've been voted as the region's best dermatologist and doctor for 20 consecutive years. Over 1,500 five-star reviews from satisfied patients. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Your vehicle is in good hands at Haldeman Collision, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They do it all at Haldeman Collision. Minor dents and dings, bumpers, windshields, major body, and frame damage. Free estimates, 24-hour towing, most insurance accepted, and loaners available. Haldeman Collision works with all makes and models. They'll go out of their way to getting your car back in brand new condition. Haldeman Collision, conveniently located 20 minutes from Langhorne, Princeton, and Ewing on Route 33 in Hamilton Township.
And welcome back to the 10th Annual International Overdose Awareness Evening here at Veterans Park in Hamilton Township. And we're pleased to have join us here on this very solemn, great evening for the third annual year that Hamilton Township has hosted this. And one of the people in the background who makes this event and other events in Hamilton Township move is Chris Helwig, who is the head of the Department of Health here in Hamilton Township. And Chris, first of all, thank you so much for your accommodations and making us feel welcome, and all the other vendors.
Yes, absolutely. On behalf of the mayor and the Kathy, our director of health as well, we're super happy to be able to host this event and make it a really nice memorial to all those in the county who have lost somebody to substance use disorder.
Right, and Hamilton Township, this is the third year, the second year in a row for you folks, I believe, and the third year out of the 10 years it has been hosted here. So kudos to you folks, and it's such a great setting and a great venue for any affair, but especially an affair like this.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Vets Park, we all know Vets Park is a great place, but this grove over here on the north side where we have, we also host here the 9/11 Memorial as well. It's a really nice, somber, quiet, grove of trees that, really can kind of, reflect.
And when the township gets involved in something like this, it's a community event, and you make sure the community participates in events like this.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's why we're glad that we were able to partner with Mercer Council, and they can bring in many different organizations. We have a lot of the police departments throughout the county are here, the prosecutor's office, plus a lot of our partner nonprofit community organizations that offer services. And of course, obviously, the township is here, and Mercer Council. There's grief support. There's some great pups here for if some dogs around for those for emotional support and everything as well.
And Hamilton Township is one of the leaders in our community in the state of New Jersey for providing recovery, roads to recovery. I know you folks were one of the first communities with the Narcan units, and you're really progressive in trying to get people on the road to recovery.
Yeah, and it's something that we are really glad. And now that we have, Hamilton has access to the opioid settlement funds that have come through a lot of the master settlements with the big pharma companies, and a lot of the municipalities in the county and the state also have those funds. But here locally, what we're doing is we've partnered with Recovery Advocates of America, which is based here in Hamilton, that if we have residents who are looking to get into treatment, maybe they are currently experiencing substance use disorder and they decide that now is the time, I really want to start trying to get into recovery, we'll help them. We will make the referral to Recovery Advocates and help pay, and maybe that is helping make the deposit for your, for sober living, for your first month's rent, or if you're experiencing homelessness, helping getting, some new clothes, some, soap, shampoo, helping out with prescriptions, really, helping pay for, some recovery, the cost of whether it's getting there, an Uber, or a taxi to get to the treatment center, or like an NA meeting or some other, kind of, ongoing support, we want to make sure that those barriers to entry are as seamless as possible, and they get paired with a peer specialist as well to help them navigate that process.
Well, kudos to you folks for providing that, because it's saving lives, folks. Speaking of support for people who need it, you mentioned the four-legged friends, the dogs which are here. I can't help but mention the Hamilton Township Animal Shelter. If folks are looking for companions, if you're coming out of recovery and you're getting on the road to recovery and you want to take that next step and have a companion like a pet, the Hamilton Township Animal Shelter is a great place to look.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have there's a few days left. We're coming to the close of August, but right now, all of the adoption fees for dogs are waived through the end of August to help clear the shelter. But like you said, having a companion and somebody that is that's your person or your dog that that you want to try to that's there for you especially if you're having a bad day. You're not alone. You have a companion there, and dogs are great for that, or cats too. You don't have to dogs and cats.
I noticed that the recovery advocates here in Mercer County have a leader there, that bulldog.
Yes, I know.
So that's great. Well, of course, don't forget you can visit the Hamilton Township Animal Shelter during the week and also on weekends.
Yes, absolutely. All right.
And besides dogs, folks, there's cats, bunny rabbits. And
yes, every once in a while we get some rabbits. I mean, we get guinea pigs every once in a while. So, it's always, just keep an eye out on the website. And if, our shelter doesn't have what you're specifically looking for, there's plenty of great shelters in the area too. And really, it's important just to, adopt, and it's a lot cheaper. And, the animals are spayed, neutered, vetted, and, only for a fraction of the price of going to a breeder.
Well, Chris, thank you very much, and thank you to the leaders here of Hamilton Township, Mayor Jeff Martin, and your staff at the Department of Health and the other departments for making us and all the vendors here feel so welcome for such a great solemn event, and proud and honored ourselves to be here, especially at Veterans Park in Hamilton Township.
Yeah, absolutely. Give a big shout out to our Public Works Department, because they're the ones really who set this all up and make this park look great. So kudos to them too.
Well, Chris, thank you very much. We'll be right back with the start of this evening's 10th Annual International Overdose Awareness Night right after these words.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology has a highly rated and award-winning dermatology team with over 130 years of collective clinical experience. They've been voted as the region's best dermatologist and doctor for 20 consecutive years. Over 1,500 five-star reviews from satisfied patients. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Your vehicle is in good hands at Haldeman Collision, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They do it all at Haldeman Collision. Minor dents and dings, bumpers, windshields, major body, and frame damage. Free estimates, 24-hour towing, most insurance accepted, and loaners available. Haldeman Collision works with all makes and models. They'll go out of their way to getting your car back in brand new condition. Haldeman Collision, conveniently located 20 minutes from Langhorne, Princeton, and Ewing on Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology has a highly rated and award-winning dermatology team with over 130 years of collective clinical experience. They've been voted as the region's best dermatologist and doctor for 20 consecutive years. Over 1,500 five-star reviews from satisfied patients. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Your vehicle is in good hands at Haldeman Collision, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They do it all at Haldeman Collision. Minor dents and dings, bumpers, windshields, major body, and frame damage. Free estimates, 24-hour towing, most insurance accepted, and loaners available. Haldeman Collision works with all makes and models. They'll go out of their way to getting your car back in brand new condition. Haldeman Collision, conveniently located 20 minutes from Langhorne, Princeton, and Ewing on Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology has a highly rated and award-winning dermatology team with over 130 years of collective clinical experience. They've been voted as the region's best dermatologist and doctor for 20 consecutive years. Over 1,500 five-star reviews from satisfied patients. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Your vehicle is in good hands at Haldeman Collision, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They do it all at Haldeman Collision. Minor dents and dings, bumpers, windshields, major body, and frame damage. Free estimates, 24-hour towing, most insurance accepted, and loaners available. Haldeman Collision works with all makes and models. They'll go out of their way to getting your car back in brand new condition. Haldeman Collision, conveniently located 20 minutes from Langhorne, Princeton, and Ewing on Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Your vehicle is in good hands at Haldeman Collision, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They do it all at Haldeman Collision. Minor dents and dings, bumpers, windshields, major body, and frame damage. Free estimates, 24-hour towing, most insurance accepted, and loaners available. Haldeman Collision works with all makes and models. They'll go out of their way to getting your car back in brand new condition. Haldeman Collision, conveniently located 20 minutes from Langhorne, Princeton, and Ewing on Route 33 in Hamilton Township.
Good evening and welcome back to the 2025 10th Annual International Overdose Awareness Night here at Hamilton Township's Veteran Park. And we will be video streaming, as we always do, for the 10th consecutive year, the ceremonies. But first we're going to speak with our State Assemblyman, Anthony Varelli of the 15th Legislative District, who represents all, bring your microphone down, excuse me, who represents just about anybody who's worth representing in Mercer County, because he is your leader. And Anthony, it's always an honor to see you at this great event, which, you know, honors those who are on the road to recovery and those that we have lost.
Well, thank you for having me here again tonight. It's my pleasure to be here.
Well, it's certainly, you come every year. It means a lot, I know, to you and to the people that you represent. And after doing this for 10 years now, what meanings do you take back from this event?
Well, what I get out of it, the message is, it's a message of hope, because we have to realize, you know, when we lose somebody, you know, through substance use disorder, opioid use disorder, we don't just lose them. That leaves, I would say, you could say, like, not a scar, but it cuts deep, not only to the family and friends, but it affects the entire community, because there's other things that are placed on that. Because addiction affects a lot more than the individual, you know, the family, friends, community. So when we go through loss and mourn, it's a process for everybody to heal.
Right, and as a leader here, as a state assemblyman for your 15th legislative district, I know there's got to be numerous programs over the years that you have introduced to try to help your constituency get through these solemn times and help them onto the road of recovery. And what are some of the things that you have been proud to get behind and help the community overcome this?
Well, a couple of reasons why I got involved in you know, running for public office was to be able to help people. And, you know, addiction and recovery are two of the main things, and it ties into the mental health component of it. It doesn't matter what came first, the chicken or the egg, right, so to speak. But it's about finding ways for people to heal, people to understand, to educate, okay, and allow people to get better through the process. And that takes resources. And as an assemblyman, I'm in a position, myself and other legislators, to find resources to help the community with different groups, supporting different organizations, to let them do what they need to do to get the message out. You know, before it used to be, let's not talk about the white elephant in the room. Now it's like the white elephant's running up and down the street and everybody needs to address it, whether it be by methods that we have been doing for many years or something new, kind of not even out of the box, but out of the box.
All right. Now you're going to be speaking here at this event tonight?
Yes.
Right, so which is a great honor for the community to have you representing us to be here tonight and to take just not only the time, but it shows the community how you wear your heart on your sleeve when it comes to this and helping other people with problems.
No, I understand it. A couple years back, I introduced a joint resolution in the Assembly and Senate recognizing today as, International Overdose Awareness Day here in the state of New Jersey. And that gets the message out. That shows people that, it's not just something that it doesn't affect me, so I don't need to understand it or know about it. It puts substance to it, to the day and to the people that we lost behind it.
Right. So, well, that is very, very good of you. And, sir, it's always an honor to speak to you at these events. And also, I know you do a lot of other things in the community to support your constituency. You help sponsor the local high school football games that we video stream from time to time. You have other events. Do you have other events coming up this fall that you'll be involved in?
Mid-October, I'm running for re-election just like the rest of the assembly, so I do a couple of things with that, do some outreach in the community, just being visible, being out there, because I didn't get elected to sit in an office.
No, you didn't.
I got elected to go out and meet the constituents.
And you do that.
Well, thank you.
You do that. So, well, listen, thank you very much, Mr. Varelli. We really appreciate your time, and I know you're going to get ready to be speaking here this evening, and good luck to you, and thank you again.
Thank you. Have a nice Labor Day weekend.
Same to you. We'll be right back with the start of this evening's ceremonies after these words.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Your vehicle is in good hands at Haldeman Collision, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They do it all at Haldeman Collision. Minor dents and dings, bumpers, windshields, major body, and frame damage. Free estimates, 24-hour towing, most insurance accepted, and loaners available. Haldeman Collision works with all makes and models. They'll go out of their way to getting your car back in brand new condition. Haldeman Collision, conveniently located 20 minutes from Langhorne, Princeton, and Ewing on Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Your vehicle is in good hands at Haldeman Collision, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They do it all at Haldeman Collision. Minor dents and dings, bumpers, windshields, major body, and frame damage. Free estimates, 24-hour towing, most insurance accepted, and loaners available. Haldeman Collision works with all makes and models. They'll go out of their way to getting your car back in brand new condition. Haldeman Collision, conveniently located 20 minutes from Langhorne, Princeton, and Ewing on Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
All right, welcome back to the 2025 International Overdose Awareness Event, the annual 10th annual event here on WBCB. We are video streaming live from Hamilton Township's Veteran Park, and this annual event is being brought to you by the teachers of the Hamilton Township Education Association, Kessel Dermatology, Capital Health, Haldeman Ford, also by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office and the Trentonian. And joining us now is Assemblywoman from the 15th Legislative District, Verlina Reynolds Jackson. And Verlina, it is an honor for you to have us here. And we've talked to you, it seems like, for almost 10 years in a row now. And you're a welcome face to have here at such a great event for Mercer County.
Well, Bill, I want to thank you for being here. This is the summertime. You could have been anywhere. You could have been at the shore, but you feel it not robbery to be here to uplift opioid awareness and really broadcast the stories and keeping it home close to the heart why this is so important. Nobody is immune to opioid, alcohol, or drug addiction. And so this is personal and also something that just near and dear to my heart. We see too many people lose their lives, too many people suffer, and families that go through this. And so this day for me is trying to remember those that have transitioned on, but also supporting those who are still in the fight. And we want them to know that we're here supporting them as they go through their own journey.
Now, I asked Assemblyman Varelli, and I'm going to ask you the same question. In your 15th Legislative District, I know there are things that you folks have done to help people on the road to recovery, to help families who have lost loved ones, and some of those endeavors were or include?
Oh, we use a lot of money from the cannabis exercise tax to fund a lot of our mental health programs, our drug treatment programs for the Department of Human Services. There's a creative change that also is a part of the Youth Transformational Hub that we got $10 million for. So we're not talking small change, and it's a lot of money that's going towards a good cause. And so when we fight for these things, we know the impact that it's going to have on a family and their lives.
Now, are any special programs that might be coming up in the fall that to help these people? Any events coming up that is going to be helping people on the road to recovery? Or
well, this is one of our biggest ones to get the word out, but also on our college campuses we'll be having programs as well to talk about. I know TC&J has a sober house, and they're here today. They also they're around the colleges. They're talking about the alcohol, being aware of it. So I think this is an issue. It's just not a one time. It's throughout the year. And so as many people return back to college or just starting for the first time, this is part of their safety on campus programs, and that's extremely important.
Extremely important. And I also think it's a program that not many people, including myself, were aware of. And I could think of not a better program, especially for incoming freshmen, coming for the first time, maybe away from home, around a lot of their peers, peer pressure, etc., to have such a program there for them to fall back to.
Right. And the counselors there, I don't have it with me. There's a wrestling program.
Oh, I got it.
You have it.
Right here.
Yes.
There it is.
The wrestling in recovery. This is fantastic.
I
And
know.
it's on the campus at the College of
I
New
know,
Jersey.
right.
These are all people that are in recovery. This is what they love. It's a free event, and I think this is another way of removing the stigma away from recovery and saying that your life can go on. And I think this is a great opportunity for the college.
All these wrestlers participating were in some kind of a recovery program prior to that. And for those folks who aren't aware of it, I'm going to put it up to the camera. I don't know if they can see it or not, but it's a live wrestling event. Wrestling, Brianne is going to focus it in. Brianne, without Brianne,
Yes.
she is the heart of WBCB, trust me, folks. But here it is. It's going to be held September 20th right there on the campus. At the College of New Jersey. And, folks, there are some names on this that I know you will recognize who are going to be wrestling there that night at Packer Hall. And I'm looking to see, Johnny Rods and Davey O'Hannon. Johnny Rods has a wrestling school for aspiring young men and women who want to become professional wrestlers. And this is going to be at 1:30 in the afternoon. Bell time is at 2 p.m. Packer Hall. All are welcome, and you said it's for free?
Yes, and you see it's TC&J Recovery.
Yep,
That's
again,
awesome.
I'm going to put this up again. Trenton of College of New Jersey Recovery.
Yep.
Folks, here it is. What a great event to go to. If we don't have a football game, we should video stream this.
That would be awesome.
You could come and do the color commentary.
How about that?
But what a great thing. And, if you didn't bring this up, I never would have known it existed, and I'm sure there are many parents who have their sons and daughters going away for the first time to college here at our local colleges, whether it's the College of New Jersey or Rider or wherever, might not be aware of this kind of program.
Right.
I think it's a great thing.
I think it's a great step in the right direction for campuses to be able to recognize sometimes peer pressure, but you give the students tools to make great decision making, to be able to say yes and no, and be able to know the limits. And I think this is in the step in the right direction for all of that.
No, I certainly do. I mean, this is great. Any other things coming up this fall that you can think of that the public could help? If the public, let's say, if the public wanted to help out, they're listening to this and they say, well, how can we donate blankets to people in the winter or canned goods, or something like that? Who do they reach out to?
Well, you can always reach out to my office.
Okay.
You search me, Assemblywoman Verlina Reynolds Jackson, Reynolds like Reynolds Rap, Jackson like Michael Jackson, and we'll be able to point you to some right directions to be able to make those donations throughout wherever you live at. We have great partners here, from Catholic Charities to Creative Change to the Hyacinth. They're all over. We have people here today for the Trenton, Hamilton, Burlington County areas.
Right.
They're all over.
And they want to come. This is an annual event, folks.
They
Hey, if you're in the sound of our voice and you live around here, you still have time to come over to Veterans Park. You can bring something over if you'd like to give it to one of these worthwhile organizations to help people. We're right here in Veterans Park. Verlina, thank you so much for joining us.
Bill.
You are an awesome person.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
thank you for joining us.
Absolutely.
And we'll be right back with the start of this evening's ceremony right after these words.
Your vehicle is in good hands at Haldeman Collision, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They do it all at Haldeman Collision. Minor dents and dings, bumpers, windshields, major body, and frame damage. Free estimates, 24-hour towing, most insurance accepted, and loaners available. Haldeman Collision works with all makes and models. They'll go out of their way to getting your car back in brand new condition. Haldeman Collision, conveniently located 20 minutes from Langhorne, Princeton, and Ewing on Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Your vehicle is in good hands at Haldeman Collision, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They do it all at Haldeman Collision. Minor dents and dings, bumpers, windshields, major body, and frame damage. Free estimates, 24-hour towing, most insurance accepted, and loaners available. Haldeman Collision works with all makes and models. They'll go out of their way to getting your car back in brand new condition. Haldeman Collision, conveniently located 20 minutes from Langhorne, Princeton, and Ewing on Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light.
And the advocacy for everyone in our community. I thank you for standing with us tonight. I am now going to present Caitlin Allen to sing the national anthem. Please stand as you are able.
What can I do to help you?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you, Caitlin, for leading us in the national anthem. Please remain standing if you can. We are grateful to have Pastor Will Kaufman to deliver a prayer, who is from Grace Union Church of the Nazarene.
Lost their fight with addiction, strengthening those who are struggling with their addiction, giving grace to those who have overcome their addiction. And for each of us, as we're here, we ask that one day you would move to get rid of this scourge. We thank you for the speakers, we thank you for the vendors, we thank you for the concerned citizenry. And we ask that you would watch over all of us, give us strength and courage until this illness is defeated. And may we be grateful. Amen.
faster. A reminder that you can continue this reflection by picking up a purple coin and taking the time to walk down the memorial walk to the fountain. Take space to honor those who have been impacted by overdose. On that note, please help me have a seat. Sorry, not used to having this much power. Please help me welcome Hamilton Township's Mayor, Jeffrey Martin, for a few words of welcome.
Thank you, everybody, and it's great to be with you on this beautiful summer night, even though it feels like autumn. It is great to be with you, but at the same time, each and every year I wish we would stop having this event, that we get to a place where we wouldn't need to have this event. But just today, in meeting with my police chief, just in Hamilton last month, we had overdose fatalities. 3 more lives lost, 3 more families impacted, 3 beautiful people that we couldn't reach. But we do our best each and every year to reach as many people as possible. And so while we mourn those losses, we have to celebrate the lights that continue to shine because of our efforts. The families that continue to shine because of all of our communal efforts. And so I hope that you enjoy ices when you can, like my little one here, because we need to enjoy all the good things that we have in life and the light that we can all see each and every day. Because while there are those disappointments as we lose people, there are certainly things that keep the light shining in all our lives. So thank you for being here. Thank you for all your efforts. And I know I appreciate it, and everybody here appreciates it as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I want to also welcome Assemblywoman Tennille. I heard there she is. Hi, thank you for coming. We really appreciate it. So our next speaker has been very generous in continuing the legacy that the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office started with us at the very inception of our event. And so please help me welcome Mercer County Prosecutor Janetta Marbray.
Good evening and welcome to all the members of our community, Hamilton Mayor Martin, sponsors of this event, elected and appointed officials, speakers, and especially the members of the committee responsible for planning and the success of this event. As a Mercer County resident, I thank each of you for your attention and efforts to end the opioid crisis in Mercer County. I look forward to the day where we are not here to memorialize our losses to opioid addiction, but to celebrate our victory. As prosecutor, our office realizes that we cannot arrest and jail addicted persons to initiate recovery. We cannot completely eradicate the proliferation of illegal substances in our communities. This year, my office has seized significant amounts of opioids, but that's a policing problem. Seizure statistics do not tell the full story. The opioids that we do not remove from our streets is a personal problem for addicted individuals and those who care. The only way we solve the personal impact of opioid addiction is by comprehensive, compassionate programs and by a focus on reducing addiction to opioids. Our office supports the efforts to the reduction of opioid addiction by enforcing the laws, but we also do so by participation in recovery and diversion programs within the courts and within our communities, and by our participation in programs and events just like this with our community partners and stakeholders. I also want to thank the members of my office who are out in the streets every day, some of them in the office every day, but also Dawn Fenimore, who's on the committee. And if you know about this committee, they meet a lot. And I appreciate the committee and what they've done, and we will support this effort. I'll be here for 5 years, so you got 5 good years. Again, thank you for your attendance, thank you for your action, and thank you for all that all of you are doing to protect the people we love, whether they are addicted or not. This is an important concern in our neighborhoods and in our community. Thank you very much. Now to the ice cream.
Good reward. Thank you, Prosecutor Marbury. Our last community welcome is one of our very own Board of Trustees. But before I introduce him, I'd like my other 2 board members to please stand. I want to give you a thank you, Gwen, Chief. Thank you to both of you for serving on our board. With that, I want to introduce our other board member, Joseph Hadge. He is not only a board member, but a colleague and was a mentor and a very good friend of mine. So thank you for coming and giving the welcome this evening.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for being here tonight. Mercer County and the Mercer Council have done an amazing job over the years supporting individuals and families in recovery. I want to give a big thank you to everyone, past and present, for your efforts truly matter. But you see, this is personal for me. My mom moved to Mercer County over 40 years ago, and it really became a new way of life for her. She opened herself to change, to this community, and welcomed her, supported her, and helped her grow. I now serve on the board of Mercer Council, the same council that my mother took her first job after her long, winding journey to recovery. See, I was about 12 one time when I visited her in New Hampshire at what was called Beach Hill Recovery Center. And I remember her very distinctly having a specific conversation, a very colorful recovery conversation with Art Carney, the actor, the comedian that only a few of us probably know here that are my age and older. But it stuck with me. It actually formed an imprint to me. I think that's why I've stayed in the field so long and connected to the work. Mercer County helped shape my mom into a leader in the recovery field. She graduated from Trenton State College with a counseling degree, and she dedicated her life to helping others. I just wanted to share a few phrases that she had and shared many years ago. I will leave many of them out because of appropriateness. But together, everyone achieves more. Team. Bring the body and the mind will come. There's a biochemical connection. Let's think about that. There are many ways to recover. Keep looking. You get more with honey than vinegar. I heard that as I grew up as a young man a bit. And it's okay to let go sometimes. She loved the starfish story. I encourage you to check that out. I hope things tonight help you feel more connected. I hope all our words help you feel more connected in one way or another. This journey we are all in together. To everyone here, thank you for sharing your stories, your support, your presence with one another. Whether you're just starting out or have been doing this work for decades, thank you for making a difference, being here and coming out. We really are one big family driven by hope. Please do take an effort to one another to enjoy each other and our experiences. And thank you to my extended family for being here.
Thank you so much, Joe. Before we get to the keynote speaker, I just want to remind everyone that at the end of this part of the program, we will be meeting to do the candlelight vigil. It's going to be on the right side. If you're facing in the direction that I'm facing, I guess that would be maybe stage left if you're facing me. But please join us for that. It is a very powerful part of tonight and a way for us to get connection. Please remember to go down to the fountain with your coin. We are very excited to have this as part of the meditation to this evening. So I want to introduce our keynote speaker, Assemblyman Anthony Varelli. He is one of my favorites out there. He has dedicated his life to service, first as a union carpenter advocating for fair wages and benefits, and now as a legislator fighting for working families. He was raised in Trenton and Lawrence Township. He spent more than 30 years as a proud member of the United Brotherhood of Carpenters and Joiners of America, rising to the leadership roles, including president of Carpenter Local Union 254. His commitment to the community led him from local boards and commissioners to the Mercer County Board of Chosen Freeholders, and since 2018, to representing New Jersey's 15th Legislative District. He is part of that still. In the Legislative Assembly, Varelli has championed raising the minimum wage, protecting workers' rights, expanding access to health care, including mental health, substance use, and for anything for veterans and seniors and children. He currently serves as chair of the Assembly Labor Committee, vice chair of the Public Safety and Preparedness Committee, and a member of the Health Committee. A proud member of the Hopewell Township Knights of Columbus since 2010, he lives in Pennington Borough with his wife Donna and daughter Alyssa and his parents and Georgina and Freddie. We're so happy to have you here. He has been such a wonderful champion of our work, and actually everyone here, all of the resources and treatment facilities, we are just so grateful to you for championing and protecting the rights of patients and of clients and thinking about the substance use field. Thank you for doing that for us. So welcome, Assemblyman.
Good evening, everybody. That Varelli sounds like a busy guy, right? God bless him. Came up here without any notes because I stashed them up here before, we started. I'm grateful and honored to be here year in and year out, but like someone had mentioned previously, there shouldn't be a need to have to do this, because in a perfect world, we'd all be healthy, we'd all be well, and we'd be able to do what we need to do. But unfortunately, that's not the case. And we're here tonight in remembrance of everyone we have lost due to addiction and opioid use disorder. And I can speak on this, which makes it easy. I want to thank Margarita and the council for having me here tonight, and the Prevention Coalition of Mercer County, and the nonprofit organizations, and importantly, the public safety personnel that are all here tonight. This is a community thing and a community effort, and no one can do it alone or should have to go through it alone, more importantly. International Overdose Awareness Day. Back in 2020, we did a joint resolution in the Senate and the Assembly. It was AJR 178. And this is the day that we remember those we've lost to overdose, and acknowledge the grief of the family and friends left behind, and that's really important about tonight, the family and friends that are left behind, and renew our commitment today and every other day to end overdose and related harm issues created by substance use disorder. So the event tonight's supposed to bring people together, hold space for grief, joy, sorrow, stories, memories, for healing, and more importantly, for hope for tomorrow. So we build a stronger, more compassionate community and renew our commitment to do what we need to do for our friends and family that we've lost due to addiction. Margarita mentioned I was a union carpenter, 35 years, did a lot of things with the union. What I did look at from that perspective was seeing what was going on in the building trades and my trade, with people being injured and things of that nature, and how that kind of changed your trajectory in some. But people say, oh, you're a politician. I say, no, I'm not. I'm an elected official. I think there's a big difference because I'm running to do good and not for a title or a position. So what I try to do day in and day out, and my job duties and responsibilities representing people, is try to make it a better place for everybody, especially those that are most in need. People that don't need a handout but are looking for a hand up. I think that's really important, and that puts it in perspective, So, you know, standing here right now and speaking to some people earlier, my shoulder really hurts tonight as a carpenter, working, beating my body up for people, getting paid. My shoulder really hurts. And that's how it starts for a lot of people. A bad shoulder, a bad hip, a bad knee. You know, a lot of working people, men and women, and young athletes in high school, college, get hurt. And as a result of getting hurt and going to the doctor and receiving medication when there could have been some alternate form of treatment or therapy, they end up taking opioids. Unbeknownst to them are the consequences that comes behind that decision or that lack of judgment on the part of a professional, doctor or whoever is providing that. Addiction shows no quarter, takes no hostages, and more importantly, it doesn't discriminate. It changes brain chemistry, and that needs to be the underpinning of the compassion we feel for everybody thrown into the thralls of addiction. You know, the path to recovery is not a straight line, a lot of twists and turns, peaks and valleys, but as a community, we can stand along that path and provide guardrails. And I see a lot of guardrails up here tonight, and all the groups and organizations that are here looking to provide support, service, hope, that there's another way. You know, I wish everybody that suffer from the disease of addiction could say, I got a problem, I'm going to get help, and that's it. It's one and done, and everybody gets better. But everybody here, from service providers to law enforcement to people that lost people in their lives, know that's not usually the pathway that it takes. You know, it's twisting, turning, winding, and the key is to be there for the people that suffer along the entire way, and even after they're gone. So, what we do in the legislature, and I think when it comes to tonight too, we do what we're supposed to do. Solve issues and problems and try to make it easier and more effective to reach the goal. And that's helping people who suffer from addiction. A couple months back, myself, Assemblywoman Reynolds Jackson, Assemblywoman McCoy, Assemblyman D'Angelo, we did a bill package that deals with recovery, addiction, and I think it's a pretty heavy package. There was two of them that I was the prime sponsor on. 3973, it would revise the laws concerning patient referrals to substance use disorder treatment facilities. Puts a little bit more of a watchful eye on what was going on. And then another thing that we were talking about was patient brokering bill. And that's important too. And what that would do is prohibit the use of deceptive market practices that we know exists, okay? This is about people making money. And I'm a firm believer in it. I've seen it all too long and too often, how they navigate in the gray and they're not held accountable. But now things are codified into law, which will hold them accountable with penalties. And that's what I think is very important. And it was a lot of hard work, but it took the whole team and a whole group of legislators, the governor, to sign both of them bills. So, you know, we got support of the governor, he's all in. It's about making not only people better, but communities better, and making pathways more easier to navigate, and also a lot easier to get the treatment that they need behind this legislation. So it's about seeking justice for the pain of those who have died and those who are still suffering. And I believe these 8 bills are a start. They were a result of the SEC's commission report, over 70 pages, a scathing report about the industry. A lot of good things that came up, and everybody should be commended for that. But there are bad actors, no matter where we go, that say they want to help and do one thing, but end up doing another for different gains of their own. So I'm grateful that we looked at that, and we could be part of that as Assembly members and Senate members, and that's just part of the issues that we deal with day in, day out. When I look around and think where I've been and everything that I've been through in my life, you know, working where I worked and how I got banged up and everything like that, it's about people and stories. Because, you know, if you're talking about something and you didn't experience it one way, shape, or form, you don't really process it and get it the same way. You know, I had a couple of people that worked for me that they got clean, right? They came in, they were an apprentice, I brought them into the union, and everything was going good, and then the kid got hurt. And then all of a sudden there was that downward spiral that I really didn't know too much about, because the kid was running work, he had responsibility, but nobody knew what he was doing when he went home, and even on the job site. So I get a call one morning and they say, hey, we can't reach him. You know, we're knocking on his door, he's not answering. It's a kid, came in, did the right thing, went to work, worked hard, was getting married, was gutting his house, was living in one room in his house. And finally when they kicked in the door, they found him laying there dead. And you don't know until you know. That's why you got to keep checking in with people, or at least that's what I have to do, to keep checking in with people to make sure that they're doing okay. You know, I walked back there and looked at all the lanterns back there. For every lantern should be at least a name. And I could tell you personally, from my own personal experience, you could triple that number and I would still have more names to add to that list. Because what I see here is families of people, friends of people that have died of this disease of addiction. And I had to put like pen to paper, because if not, I would have went down a rabbit hole that I could talk for 4 hours on, if not longer. But the bottom line is, individually we can do good things, you know, get people help, the government in that right direction. But collectively, together as a community, we could do great things. And all it takes is a little time and effort, and something that we need to do more of: listen, understand, have compassion and empathy, and press people like me, Berlina and Tennille, and Wayne and Senator Turner. Hey, we need more resources for this, or we need this. Here's something that doesn't work in the system. Can we correct this? And that's what we got elected to do. Make things right that might not be right. Because, you know, we're doing laws and legislation, and that's because something's broken. Nobody just says, I got a good idea, let's do a bill. You got to have something behind it. And we have each other behind it to support this community. I've interacted with people in this community for the last 37 years. So I know what the joys and sorrows of walking that pathway individually, collectively with friends, sober houses, halfway houses, you know, and we do things in the legislature that deal with harm reduction, and that's not popular. But it gets more popular when someone that's not a fan of things of that nature lose someone close to them. You know, I've seen attitudes and mindsets change in a drop of a hat, because pain and suffering come with that. Like I said, the white elephant in the room is no longer in the room. It's running up and down the streets of every neighborhood. And you don't have to go far to look. And like I said, addiction's an equal opportunity provider, and it does not discriminate, whether it be here in Hamilton Township, in the city of Trenton, across the river in Kensington. It's here, it's around. And the help and the resources are all here with all the people that we have supporting tonight. And like I said earlier, I wish we didn't have to have this night, because it wasn't a scourge. It wasn't taking our friends and family away from us. But what's more importantly about that is the people that are here tonight and everybody else that lost somebody, friend or family. We have to make sure that that person that died, however it was, from the disease of addiction, does not have to die twice. I'm sure you've heard that before. And by dying twice, I mean we stop talking about them. We start remembering them. We stop telling stories, good, bad, or indifferent. We laugh, we cry, whatever we do. We can't let the memory fade, because when we do that, people die for a second time. And, you know, everybody's talking about everybody anyway, and not always in a good way, right? Everybody talks about everybody. Talk about your coworkers, your family, whatever, right? We got to talk about the people that we lost and hold near and dear to our hearts, and look for other opportunities and options to allow them to find a pathway to get healthy, to get better. I don't know what comes first. Mental health, addiction, mental illness. It doesn't really matter what came first, the chicken or an egg. What matters is that we're all here, and we're all here for a reason. And once we leave here, we got to get back out to where we live, or jobs we work on in our communities, and talk about it. I can say for myself, it doesn't have the same stigma that it had 5, 10, 20 years ago. Addiction, you know, opioid use disorder. Straight up, we're here to carry a message whether we realize it or not. A message of hope, And a message for friends and family that are left, we don't ever have to feel this way again. This is an opportunity to carry the message, no matter how light or how heavy, to other people who probably might go through it with their own friends and family. And I'm talking general because I want to talk general, but if you ever want to go down a rabbit hole, my number is 609-251-9424 for a pack of lunch, and we'll take a little trip. But I really want to thank Marguerite for all the work that she's done, and the county, with the County Executive Benson, for the resources he puts behind everything, and Prosecutor Marbury for the work she does with her prosecutors and detectives that do things that nobody sees, but it's getting done, and they're making strides every day to make it better for the person still suffering. However that looks, that's on their end. Like she said, policing, fantastic. We need good policing, and you put your life on the line every day in different situations. But I'm grateful to be here. I'll always support this because it's near and dear to me. And just have the conversation. And all you got to do is be willing to listen, because that's what it's all about. We don't have to have the answers. I definitely don't have them. So, you know, Marguerite said talk for 20 minutes. I almost fainted when she told me that yesterday. But this is it. This is what we're doing here. We're remembering the people that we lost. We're going to light the candles, and the gondolas are going to do what they do. But just remember, there's more people than that. I got 5 purple chips in my pocket now. I could probably put about 20 more in there for the people I've known I've lost, personally or through other family members, through the disease of addiction. And I'm grateful, and I want you to understand that you have a friend, you have an ear in me in the assembly with my partner Verlina, Tennille, Wayne, who's not here, but and Senator Turner and Senator Greenstein. So let's ponder, let's reflect, let's pray for our friends and family, however you do it, you know, and have a nice Labor Day weekend. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yep. So with that, I do want, in loving memory, to mention some of the folks this evening. We had someone that was going to do this part for us, but I'm going to do it for her. So in loving memory of Christopher Lamato, in loving memory of Christopher Wilshaw, in loving memory of Bobby Reese, in loving memory of Seth Manila, in loving memory of Michelle Blackman, in loving memory of Mark Moran, in loving memory of Timothy Banas, in loving memory of Michael Truce, in loving memory of Nancy Agox, in loving memory of William Francis, in loving memory of Amber Cassidy, in loving memory of Horace Grant III, in loving memory of Sawyer Kern, in loving memory of Virgil Sudam, in loving memory of John Mulrine, in loving memory of Vincent Weiner, in loving memory of Christopher Romero, in loving memory of Joseph Bonifante, in loving memory of Rory Ahern, in loving memory of David Gold, in loving memory of Tanner Kiefer, in loving memory of Jasmine Morris, in loving memory of Eric Lavelle, in loving memory of Heiken Wilfong, and in loving memory of Alicia Borchers. These are some of the folks whose families and loved ones have asked us to honor tonight. Please take a moment to think about them, and please join us in the candlelight vigil. I'm going to introduce Senator Greenstein, who is going to read the State of New Jersey Executive Department proclamation. Thank you, Senator, so much for doing this on the fly, by the way. I love these people. They don't mind coming up in public speaking. Oh, okay. Do you need reading glasses? I do have them. Oh, do you want me to, can you, yeah. Do you want me to give you my glasses? We can try it. 1 second. Technical difficulties.
If I'd known, I would have printed it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know. Thank you for being so flexible. Let's see if these will work. Does that work a little bit? Nope. Oh.
Sorry.
Okay. I'll read it and then she'll give a few words afterwards. How about that? Okay. State of New Jersey Executive Department Proclamation. Whereas drug overdoses have been the #1 cause of accidental deaths in New Jersey, surpassing car accidents, falls, homicides, and suicides combined. And whereas addiction is a health condition and the discrimination associated with addiction must be addressed so that no one is stigmatized because of their health condition. And whereas recent declines in overdose deaths inspire hope, but far too many people, more than 7 every day, lose their lives to drug overdose in New Jersey. And the majority of these involve the highly potent opioid fentanyl or one of its analogs, and are increasingly complicated by the presence of xylazine and other adulterants. And whereas people who use drugs, family members, healthcare practitioners, and others can save lives by learning about the signs of overdose and how to administer naloxone, which is available free and anonymously through the New Jersey Naloxone 365 program in participating pharmacies located at stopoverdoses.nj.org.gov. And through community organizations and harm reduction agencies statewide. And whereas the overdose crisis in New Jersey and across the country is not only driven by drug supply, but also by psychological trauma, structural inequities, stigma, and feelings of despair and isolation, and overdose deaths are increasingly occurring in people of color and those 55 years and older. And whereas continued efforts are needed to increase the availability of substance use treatment and medications for opioid use disorders, which can be accessed by calling 1-844-REACH-NJ, and soon through New Jersey's Rapid Referral Program, and access to harm reduction centers, which you will also find at www.nj.gov. Now it's my health. I can't read the rest, but just Google it. Where naloxone and other harm reduction services and supports are provided, and whereas families affected by overdose and compassion, along with assistance and emotional support from professionals and peer resources, including New Jersey Connect for Recovery, again, 1-855-652-3737. And whereas August 31st is the recognized date in communities around the world as a day of remembering individuals who are lost to drug overdose, and to support their families and loved ones, and to galvanize action towards ending preventable overdose deaths. Now, therefore, I, Philip D. Murphy, Governor, that's not me, by the way, of the state of New Jersey, do hereby proclaim August 31st, 2025 as Overdose Awareness Day.
Thank you. Sorry, vision is not my best thing right now, and unless I print it in really big print, I can't see it. So this looked very minute, but I'm really glad you were able to read it and get this across to everybody. I do want to say that my heart really goes out to all of the families here. I've been coming to this event for many years, and a number of years ago, I'd say maybe 10 or more than 10, I had a nephew, I've mentioned this at some of these events, I had a nephew who was rapidly becoming addicted and had a lot of problems. And I met people here, the Recovery Associates Group, I guess it's called, and others who were helpful and got him into a program that I also learned about here, and now he's doing great. And so there is hope. It took several years, but now he's doing wonderfully, and he's in the construction business and really doing well. So it really is possible. But for those of you that have lost people or have people that are still suffering with this, I do want to say, you know, we're all with you. Anything we can do to help, we would do to help, legislatively or otherwise. So hopefully all of you will have a great year and your relatives will do better this year. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. Thank you, Senator. I want to introduce our candlelight vigil. As we get ready to gather for our candlelight vigil, we hold loving memory of the following individuals that I told you and anyone else that you want to bring to the circle. Please join us in one of the most powerful moments for this event, which is led by Stacy Ross, Executive Director of Recovery Advocates. Yes, you will walk down to the right of the trees. You'll see the Grace Community Church of the Nazarene members who have set up a lovely circle. Please form a circle around Stacy and kind of make it a little bit wider. We are forming the circle to hold others as they share their experience inside the circle. On behalf of Mercer Council, thank you again. Stay safe, stay connected, and continue to be the light in your communities so we can move towards healing. Thank you.
That concludes our 25th, our 10th annual Overdose Awareness Night. I'm Bill Redner, along with Brianne O'Neill, our technical advisor and support and general manager here at WBCB. We'd like to thank you for tuning in. Tonight's special show has been brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, Haldeman Ford, the Trentonian, the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, and also by Capital Health System. Thank you very much for joining us, and have a pleasant evening and a great Labor Day.